Good evening, everyone. Susan Campfield here with SueStampfield.com. Let me know in the comments if you can hear and see me and all the things. Welcome to my stamp room. Come on in, relax. We're going to just hang out and make some fun things together with stamps, ink, and paper. So glad that you can be here with me tonight. My passion is to spread more handmade cards throughout the world. I think when we mail out a handmade card that we made ourselves, we're just spreading kindness and joy throughout the world. And there's no way that can be a bad thing, right? It has to be making the world a better place for people to know that they're thought of and loved and cared enough that you sat down to make them a card. That's what we're all about, right, friends? So my little tiny part of that, I hope, is to inspire you to use your craft supplies to make cards and get them in the mail, because together we can reach so many more people, right? So welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to do a little fun crafting tonight. We're totally doing this together because, yeah, we're going to make it up as we go. Shout out to Jennifer Walsh, my moderator in the comments. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer is awesome. If you have any questions or for me, sometimes I miss your comments. So if you type the @ symbol and Jennifer's name, her name will pop up, and then she'll jump up and down and flag me so that we can get your question answered. Most of the time she answered it yourself. So, hey, Gina Marie, so good to have you here. So good to see our friends from Australia tuning in, and Canada is here, Nebraska, we got the United States. We are all over. So awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, everyone. At the end of the video, I have more Happy Mail. Can you believe it? My 60th birthday was March 20th. That was 8 days ago, and I'm still getting beautiful handmade cards in the mail. Thank you so much. So I really know what I'm talking about when I say we really spread a lot of joy. So I'm just completely blown away by all the people that thought of me on my birthday. Thank you so much. So I've got some fun cards to share at the end of the video today, but we're going to dive right into our card. We're gonna make a like I don't it's like I feel like I'm walking out on a plane and I maybe don't have the parachute, because we're totally gonna make this one up as we go. But we have a card we're gonna be going off of, and that's usually all it takes, right? That little bit of inspiration that gets us going. So I received a lot of birthday cards, one of them, and a lot of them were fun folds. Surprise! I love fun folds. Now, when you're mailing a card to someone, it doesn't have to be a fun fold. It doesn't have to be, it just has to be made and sent in the mail. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be all these things. That just brings us joy, I think, when we're making cards, to have the different folds and the different things to keep our interest in crafting alive, right? Keeps us excited and wanting to make more. So I received a fun fold card from Barb Perkins, and I'll show you that in a second here. I call it the 4-square pop-up. I did a blog post on it many moons ago with the poppy set with the poppies, poppy moments, maybe it was called. If you go to my blog and search 4-square pop-up, you'll see that post, but I don't have a PDF tutorial. What the heck? I don't know for that card. So, but I do have some measurements that we're going to share with you. And if you want me to do a project sheet for this one, I'd be more than happy to do that. Speaking of project sheets, oh my gosh, it was supposed to go out last week. I let you know that was not going to happen because of my birthday and all the things and going out of town and so forth. I was down at the farm, Christmas tree farm, this past weekend with my mom and having a cabin adventure with my sister. So had a lovely weekend. Didn't get home till late last night. And today just totally got away from me. Project sheets will be going out tomorrow. So if you're not already signed up and you would like some creative inspiration in your inbox, you can sign up for those right there. Let's go ahead and flip to my other camera. My other setup is still not cooperative, so we're going to go to this setup. So hopefully that works. Oh, look, I have a messy desk. Well, isn't that a surprise? Let me know in the comments what is in your cup. I have some delicious ice water in my cup today. A quick reminder that if you place a $60 order in my online store to help me celebrate my 60th birthday, or if you email me your order, I'm going to spill this on my card. That would be bad. I will send you this gorgeous Flying Seagull card and the Found It sticker. For those of you who have already ordered, the cards are almost done. You can see this is one of the done ones. It's got the Found It circle right in there, the Found It sticker. And so those will be going out later this week. I'm going to get the project sheet email out first, and then those will go out probably around April 1st when I've got the full list of everyone. So thanks so much for being here. Oh, great. Jennifer dropped the link for us. Thanks, Jennifer. So is Pretty Peacock a good color for pine trees and needles? Janine, I think I'd probably go shaded spruce on that. But if it's a blue spruce, then yeah, you could do that. So this card is the card I got from Barb Perkins, and this is the 4-square pop-up. So you can see that when you open it, there's the 2 squares in the middle that pop up. And Barb's one of my Stampfield Stars team members. She's one of those savvy hobby demonstrators. So she's passionate about Stampin' Up! Products and decided, you know what, I'm ordering anyway. I might as well sign up and get that demonstrator discount. And she has been also gets all the perks of being a demonstrator, ordering early, and all those fun things. Now, the paper that Barb used, I've got it out here because you guys are going to help me decide what paper we're using. It's the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper, 6x6. This is now back in stock. This is available. It's not pictured in any catalog. It's available in the online store, and it's part of the online exclusive products. And then she used the Sentimental Park bundle. Oh, where is it? Up right here, right in front of you, Susan. I found it. Okay, that was kind of a lame found it, but you know what? I'm thirsty, so let's take a drink, everyone. Mary's got a Diet Pepsi in her cup today. Woohoo! Yeah, it's a beautiful card. So we're going to replicate her card. And as you can see, I've got Sentimental Park out. I also grabbed Petal Park because that is Petal Park is part of this suite. The suite is called Regency Park, which was what the paper is called. Barb did not use the Regency Park paper. She used the Hello Irresistible because any paper works, right? We don't have to just use the things in a suite. But this one has a matching punch. So I thought, you know what? I'll just have it at the ready in case we decide we want to use that. So I'm going to just, oh my gosh, you guys, my desk is messy. I get crafting, I pull out all the things, and then I don't really put them away. I need to stop and put it away. So this is a really fun card to make, and we'll see if Susan can remember how to make it because it's been a few years since I've done it. So it'll be a crafting adventure together. So what I need your help with is, which paper are we going to use, friends? Are we going to use Hello Irresistible? Are we going to use Regency Park? I also pulled out Fancy Flora, but we've been using that a lot, so we're going to give that a little break. It would be super cute on this card, just saying, but we'll put that aside. So let me know, one or two. Or Hello, or I don't know, Regency Park is a lot to type. One or two, that's easier, right? So let me know which paper we're using. And while you're deciding which paper we're using, I have a boatload of this paper, you guys. I have a boatload of this paper because we use this for our Crafternoon. Every month I do a fun fold class. It's called Crafternoon. And this one was, oh, my leaf popped out. This one was the Flying Finch Fun Fold, which is a special fold I designed just for this class. You can see the finch flying there. And we used this paper. And so I needed quite a few packs to have enough to send to my customers. And then my team members, my direct team, made the Flying Finch Fun Fold with these patterns from that same paper. So we probably won't be using these because I'm probably totally out. And we probably won't be using the patterns that I'm using in this card because I'm probably totally out of those too. But fortunately, there's a whole bunch of other patterns. So let's see what, oh, 111. All right. You guys are pretty decisive tonight. I do see some votes for Regency Park, but the majority are leaning towards this one. So we're gonna do a mashup here. We're gonna mash up the Hello Irresistible paper with the Sentimental Park bundle. I did want to let you guys know that the Hello Irresistible paper is back in stock. Unfortunately, the dies and the embellishments, the loose frosted dots, are still on back order. The dies are due back April 17th, week of, and the loose dots are due back the week of May 1st. Almost everything else, you guys, that was on back order is back in stock now. The By the Bay, or the Seaside Bay dies, the framed florets. If you have been waiting for something to come back in stock, I'd suggest you go take a peek because there's a good chance it's back. So go check that out in the online store. So what fun patterns are we going to use today? So many choices. Like, we could go a totally different road here, and we could do something like this, which is a let darker, and that would just be kind of fun. Now this color I don't have exactly, because some of the colors in this paper are going to be part of the color refresh that is coming. In fact, it's being announced dun 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 tomorrow. So demonstrators are kind of on pins and needles right now, waiting for that to drop. I'm just flipping through here to see which direction I want to go. And gosh darn it, what do I have enough paper to do? So, so many choices. What did I do with the other, like, okay, I've got multiple packs here. I've probably got more as well. Yeah, I do. All right. So I definitely could see doing some fun things with this, and we would probably go with white. You know, I love me some white. In fact, when I got my nails done today, I went with white sparklies because I love lots of white. Anyone know when demonstrators get the new catalog? Demonstrators can view the new catalog online tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And Stampin' Up! Will be mailing a physical copy to every active demonstrator at some point throughout the month. Probably targeting that we'll have it by May 1st when it starts, but we don't have an exact date for that. It's a mail house, so we don't know exactly when it will come. We could go pink. Oh, pink is always fun. Could even go this side. All right, let me know in the comments if we should go with the pink or the blues. Let me know your thoughts. And while you're voting, I don't want to knock over all these fun cards I have over here, because I want to show you those at the end here. So pink or blue, let me know in the comments. Thank you for the neat comment on my nails. All right, the initial votes are coming in and blue is the winner. So we're going to go with a white base card and we're going to go with the blue. Good choice, guys. This will be fun. This will be so fun. All right, so we're going to go with a white base card. I'm going to go with thick for this one. I don't know. No, you know what? I'm just going to go regular. I'm going to go with regular. You could do thick on this one, but let's go with regular. So I am going to cut my cardstock with my handy dandy paper trimmer here. And what size am I cutting it? Well, that is a super good question, isn't it? I am going to cut this at 4 1/4 by 11. I'm in the US, so I am using 8.5 by 11 card size. If you're in in the European or South Pacific market, you'd want to adapt this to your card size and just cut it in half the long way. All right, and then I'm going to score it at the center, just like we do. So I'm going to score it at 5.5 inches. There we go. Do not want to cut this. I don't want to cut this. There we go. All right, so we've got our card base. Nothing super exciting, right? That's nothing terribly unusual. I'm going to bring back that scrap of paper that I have, and I'm going to cut this at 1 3/8 by 11. Why is it 1 3/8? I have no idea. Like, seriously, what can it be 1.5? I don't know, but my instructions say 1 3/8, and I'm a rule follower. So let's do it. Actually, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I get creative and adapt my own folds, don't I? But this one, I'm going to follow the directions and be a good girl. All right, I need to put my directions where I can see them, though. That would make life so much easier. So Jennifer has our card base size for us right there. And I am doing the inside pop-out mechanism now. Again, it was 1 3/8 by 11. And I am scoring it at 2 3/4. Okay, don't cut it, Sue. I gotta talk to myself sometimes. Do you ever do that? Because I do that a lot. I'm gonna hide that, and I'm gonna get my water out of the way. Oh my goodness, Susan. All right, messy desk. I have it to the right, off camera, where you can't see. I have this ginormous pile of stamps and dies and all the things because, all right, so I did 2 3/4 and then 5 1/2, and I'm going to pull out the arm because the next one is 8 1/4. And slide over here, make sure I've got it out straight, 8 1/4. All right. So let's review that really quick. Again, our piece was 11 by 1 3/8, and we scored. Oh my gosh, Sue, your desk is a mess. Oh, goodness, how embarrassing. All right, 1 3/8 by 11, and I scored it at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. Okay, and that's the pop out mechanism. Jennifer has got those measurements for us right there. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Super helpful. You can take a screenshot of that if you wish. I also will be putting, if you help me remember, I will be putting the dimensions on the screen at the end of this video. So we've got that. We've got that. Okay, so now for the inside layer piece. Inside layer piece. Let's focus, Susan. I'm just not sure what I want to do. So on the inside, I'm going to have some squares. Where the heck are they? Oh, there they are. Okay, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. All right, I made that way harder than it was. All right, so I need 4 squares that are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. I don't know. Do I want to do those in white? Do I want to do those in DSP? Let me do them in white. I like white. All right, we'll make what goes on the squares different though. All right, I'm going to hide this so you can see. And I am doing, I know, so frustrating when you cut and you meant to score. Oh, makes me crazy. All right, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and we're going to do that 4 times. So far I've gotten everything I need out of one sheet of 8 1/2 by 11. Which is pretty cool for a fancy pants card. All right, there we go. So I've got my little squares here. So fun. And then I have one little scrap left over. Let's see what size this is, because I think this might be perfect. Yeah, I need a 2 by 2 square for one of my pop-ups. I know it's a little different to do white on white, and maybe I'll change my mind, but this way I'll have it ready if I decide to use it. But I'm going to set it aside so I don't get messed up, which probably means I'll lose it. But then we can play the found it game, and it makes it so fun, right? Ha ha. All right. What are we doing, Sue? Are we going to start putting our card together? Oh, sure. Why not? Why the heck not? Let's do it. So we've got our pop-up thingy here, and we're going to fold this. Okay, so you're doing it wrong. I'm going to look at Barb's sample here so we can see that first fold is a valley. You see how it dips down? The second fold is a mountain, and the third fold is a valley. So it looks like a big fat W, doesn't it? All right. All right, it's not, it's very interesting to me that it's not even. I wonder if did I do this right? I'm suspicious. Yeah, I don't think this is right. Very interesting. Smooching over just a little bit. All right, well, we'll see what happens. We have scissors. We know how to use them, right? I see that Barb's is a little bit smaller. It's goes in from the edge, and I think that might be a really good idea to line it up with that layer. So I'm wondering if I Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Let's see how we go, guys. All right. So now she has layer pieces inside. I am going to use, ooh, gosh, that one's so pretty. You know what? I have a lot of this paper. Let's cut this for a layer on the inside. Why the heck not? I've got a lot of this particular pattern. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so I'm going to grab my paper trimmer back in. These are going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And water for you. All right. Susan is asking me about my weekend. That's so sweet of you, Susan. I had a wonderful time celebrating my birthday with my mom and my sister. Ate way too much food. Did get a little bit of hiking in, a little bit to counteract some of that. And we did a puzzle. Mom and Ann finished it last night after I left. And yeah, we had a great time. Lots of birds at the lake and at my mom's feeder. My mom has a very active bird feeder, and it's very fun to watch the activity there. And so a little more activity than we wanted because one of her farm cats got one of the birds at the feeder, a goldfinch, for lunch. So that was a bummer, but fortunately there are a lot of goldfinches. So poor goldfinches. Oh, it's so sad. Okay. All right. I'm totally digressing. All right. Does anyone know where I put my adhesive? Because it is not here. Oh, come on. Oh, here it is. It's under a pile of dimensionals. Of course it was. Of course it was. Found it, everyone. Take a sip. All right. That was good stuff. That was good stuff. Okay. All right. Oh, yes, did you see the photos on my, so I put a whole bunch of photos from the Christmas tree farm on my Sue Stampfield Facebook group. I was kind of in a hurry, so I don't even remember what I put up there. Let's see, and I think I forgot a few. We tried to do a puzzle at the cabin too, but the cabin is really tiny and was a little tricky. So that one we never finished. Got a frog in my throat. I need to lose something else. All right, so I'm putting these 4 by 5 1/4 inch panels on the inside of the card. All right, so I'm a little bit worried about my mechanism and whether it's going to work or not because, gosh, that'd be super embarrassing. If I remember right, it does. You know what? I think okay. It's kind of coming back to me on this card that, yeah, I'm checking barbs, but it's coming back to me on this card that you do have your piece has to actually be 11 inches and yet mounted in. I'm remembering that now because you don't want it to sit flat. You want that inner part to pop up. It will close flat when it's folded, but to be able, otherwise, if you put it outside edge to outside edge, then it just lays there and does nothing, which of course is not the idea. We want it to pop up. So I guess making cards is like riding a bike. Making fun folds is like riding a bike. I'm just trying to figure out where I went off on my, I think I messed up my scoring though, guys. Let me just, yeah, that one's a little bit off. All right, we're just gonna, we're gonna check that one aside and I'm gonna give this another go because I think I had a oops on my scoring. I'm highly suspicious. It might still work, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to go 1 3/8 by 11. You all are so patient with me. Oh my gosh. I bet your cards look perfect every time. And mine do eventually, but sometimes it takes a few goes. All right. So I'm going to score again. Let's stop talking, Susan, and focus. 2 3/4 inches, 5 1/2 inches. And I think the one I messed up was the 8 1/4. And I don't know if I didn't have my arm out all the way or if I did 8 instead of 8 1/4, but it should be 8 1/4. Let me double check. All right. We already shared the measurements we shared were correct. I think I just did it wrong. All right, and again, we're gonna build mountain, valley, mountain, making that W, and then this is gonna go in here, okay? And that looks better. Okay, very good. All right, so let's go ahead and stick it in. So I'm gonna put some adhesive at this end. And I'm gonna stick that right, about in the middle over here. Rub that down. Okay. Yes, so as Jennifer is pointing out in the comments right here, the trick is to line it up with the edge of your inside panel. So I'm super glad we decided to do an inside panel. Otherwise we would have had to eyeball it. But you want it lined up so that it's not flat. So let's go ahead and, do you remember when we made this? I think we made this in club, Jennifer. Do you remember that? Many moons ago before you were a demonstrator. So, and this is the continued part of her thing, not with the edges of the card. Hey, Cindy, glad you're here. And then we're going to line this one up in the center over here. And let's see how we did. Oh, look at that. It pops up. Whee! All right, so we've got our card base. Now the fun begins. We get to decorate. All right, so we're going to put 4 squares on here. I could change my mind. It's happened before. So what I was thinking is we would do, oh, wait, that's not the right one. These squares are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. I was grabbing another one. Yeah, I think I like that. All right, we're going to go with the squares, but I might as well put a little decorating on them before I put them in. Let's grab our trimmer back in here, and we're going to cut our piece for the front of our card as well. For the front of the card, I'm going to go with this piece here, and so I'm going to cut that at 4 inches. Now, I think it will look nicer if I have the tops of these leafy things, so I'm going to cut off the bottom so that I preserve all my pattern at the top. And let's trim this down, and you can look at it and you can say, which side do I want to preserve? And I'm saying I don't really care. I like them both, so I'm just going to trim that down. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, but I was a little strategic in where I cut it so that my pattern would be where I wanted it. All right, so that's going to go on the front of our card. Ooh, this side is pretty too, you guys. Oh my gosh, I could use this side. I used this side on the Flying Finch Fun Fold card that my direct team members made. I used it for the label back there. Super fun. All right, so we're gonna pop this on here. May or may not be straight, depending on my mood, I guess. All right. There we go. So we've got that. We've got our pop-up on the inside. Here's our little squares. Let's do some fun things. You know, I do have, oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. It's like perfect. I think we should use this leftover piece on the inside. We can also use some of this over here, but choices, right? We're all about choices here at Sue Stanfield. All right, so I'm going to cut these at 2 inches. And 2 inches, and guess what? It's 6-inch paper, and it was a 2 by 6-inch piece. So the last one is magically 2 inches. Hurrah! Stampin' Up! Has the best DSP. I 100% agree with you with that statement. All right, so I've got these guys. You know what? I'm going to grab this. I'm going to cut this at 2 by 2 as well. You can see when Barb made her card, she did a variety of different Oh, look at that. She used a die there. Punch. Looks like a die actually. The square dies maybe. Oh, really cute. I don't know where that one's from. I'm gonna ask her. So she used different patterns of designer paper. Actually, I think these came out of the same paper, but this one she changed it up. So you can use up, you know, your little bits and scraps and things that you have. Now, do you remember when I cut this 2 by 2? Yeah, I'm changed my mind. Changed my mind. That is our prerogative, right? I'm going to go down to 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then I may not even use it at all, but I probably will. All right. All right. So the only thing we know for sure is that I will change my mind multiple times because we are just making this up as we go, you guys, and you are helping me. Thank you so much for your input. All right, let's see what we can create together. So I'm going to go ahead and slap some adhesive on here. There we go. Ooh, I like that. The crisp white square. Ooh, just makes it pop, doesn't it? All right. And let's put this one in. What are you all having for dinner tonight? We're having tacos here. And that would be takeout tacos. And my husband went and got them, and mine is in the oven waiting for me. All right, so we got these two. And then, you know what? Maybe I'll do what Barb did, and I might do, oh, I don't know yet. All right, hang on. Let's stick these in and we can decide. You guys can help me, okay? Let's stick these guys. Oh, okay, the nails are pretty, but they don't always work. All right, now these outside squares, I can put adhesive wherever I want because they stick flat. The squares that we do on the pop-up, we don't have that luxury because we don't want them to stick to the card wholly. We want them to just stick to the band. So we'll be a little more careful and strategic on where we put the adhesive on that one. And out of those birthday cards I received, there were a whole bunch of fun folds, and Jennifer wrote down all the ones you guys wanted to see. And so we'll just work through them. All right, so there we have that. All right, for one of our squares, I want to be able to write a message. Okay, so I was thinking we do this on that square. I still like having a little bit of the color, so I've got a little bit of this crosshatch pattern, but I'm going to do the other side that's kind of just a pretty watercolor that's the same as our background. We got this out of a scrap from when cutting our background. And then I'm layering this piece inside. This is where I'd write or stamp a message. Okay. All right, on this one, this is going to go, well, it'll go either side. I haven't decided yet. One of them can go here and one can go here. I'm probably going to go this way. So should we do the little, like it's, I, I was a child in the 70s and 80s, mostly 70s, and I had a beaded curtain in my room when I was a teenager. This reminds me of a beaded curtain. Or should we do this side, the leaves? So leaves or beads? Let me know which side we want to do on that one. And while you're voting, I'm not going to attach this one yet because I think I want to stamp on it or put something fun on it. So I'm going to bring in the die cut and you can let me know. I got a couple votes for beads, a couple votes for leaves. Okay, it looks like vertical beads have it. All right. Go with majority rules here. So let's pop that on right there. And I'm going to wait because if I want to stamp on this, it was not very good gluing, Sue. Yeah, well, whatever. I can't really stamp on it when it's popping up, right? So I better wait on that. So oh, that is just so pretty, right? It's already pretty, isn't it? But let's make it even prettier. I'm going to bring in those dies and we're going to make a little frame here. So let's grab, sure, Sue, let's grab this pretty floral frame. These dies are called Sentimental Park. They're part of the Sentimental Park bundle. We'll be using those words. I also want this one, which layers on top of that one. In fact, and this is exactly what Barb did. Now, Barb actually cut her frame right out of designer paper. How fun is that? Super, super cute. If I did that on this one, I don't think it would show up very well though. So I think this one, it would show a little bit better with white. I don't know, is that going to be too big? That's pretty big. It's going to cover up all our prettiness. Okay, I might change my mind, friends. Would not be the first time. Because guess what? There is a smaller. Oh, yeah. All right, here's the ticket. Let's try this. Let's go with this little small guy. And let's do this. Oh, I got a plan. Ha ha. Susan's got a plan. It's about time. I correct myself up. All right. I think I'm going to cut first and stamp later because these stamps, if I recall, let me double check. These stamps are photopolymer. They're see-through ones, which means I have that luxury. So let's do that. You know what? Let's just grab the mini. I've got the big machine behind me on my chair, but this guy's just so much easier to fit on my super messy desk. Super messy desk. You still think it's too big? I don't know. We'll see. What color is the designer series paper? That is a very good question, Jennifer. We think, so there are, I think it's Pretty Peacock, but Lost Lagoon is also listed as being in here. And both of those cards are passed in colors. I remember Pretty Peacock pretty well. And so we'll say that I think the darker Pretty Peacock, the darker color is the Pretty Peacock. I believe the lighter color, the lighter kind of bluish color is Lost Lagoon. But we will have a better handle on that tomorrow after the color refresh comes out. So I went through and die cut and it just popped right out. Look at that. So fun. All right. So I'm going to put these dies away. And a couple of you said that you still think this one's too big. You might be right. You might be right. We'll see what we think. It's not stuck down yet. All right, I'm just going to take my die brush and make more of a mess on my desk because that's how we roll, right? Ouch. Okay, really should put something under there instead of poking yourself. Okay, don't do what I say, not what I do. Is that the thing? Okay, so we've got this. And then this one to me, it doesn't cover up as much of the pretties. I think that one is, I'm going to be comfortable with that. I can decide which side I want to put it at. I could even put it up here if I want more of the pretties, kind of over here. There's just, you know, a plethora of options. Well, there really isn't. There's these options. What do I want to put on it though? Let's see. All right, here's what I'm thinking, friends. Let's hope I've got all the stamps in the case because sometimes I don't. All right, we've got thinking of. Why don't we put thinking of on here? And then on the inside, you. Should we do that? Thinking of you, is that? Or we could do let's celebrate on the front. All right, you let me know. Thinking of on the front with you on the inside, or let's celebrate on the front. Thinking or celebrate. Let me know what should be on the front of our card. And while you are thinking on that, I will grab. Yeah, I think, let me just see if the happy birthday would fit. Happy birthday. Check it out. That would fit. So, all right, so many choices. Let's see. Ooh, this one's a tough one. This one is a tough one. It is very torn. Looks like, I think thinking kind of squeaked out the win there. So I'm going to grab thinking of you. Now, we don't have Pretty Peacock ink. We don't have Lost Lagoon ink. Well, at least I don't. I might have Pretty Peacock somewhere in my retired stuff, but I don't have it at hand. Let's put it that way. I have, however, found that Evening Evergreen looks quite nice with this. So at least the ink does. So I have a really dirty block here. Don't look too close. Susan, clean your blocks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm trying to open my Evening Evergreen pad. I burnt my thumb. It's always an adventure at the cabin cooking on a cast iron stove, and it's really fun. I really love the challenge, and I made chicken marsala that was amazing and had bacon and onions and mascarpone cream in it, and it was like so good, you guys, so good in the Dutch oven, the cast iron Dutch oven. That's probably from the 40s or something. And all right, thinking of, so can you see how the evening evergreen works with that? I don't know that I would use the cardstock because that is, it's a lot greener, but the ink, for whatever reason, works. Don't put it away, Sue, because you need a U on the inside. All right, so let's grab U. Got a U here. Anyway, I burnt my thumb, and it's my ink pad opening thumb. But it was totally worth it because it was so good. All right, U. Right there. All right, so we've got our U, and we even could do, I am not a fan of writing very much inside cards. Like, the less room for me to write, the better. So I'm going to put happy birthday in there because then there's even less room for me to write anything. So all I have room, just have room to sign my name. All the love for me goes into making the card and not a whole bunch of words. Please be straight. Please be straight. Yeah, that's pretty straight. Okay, we'll take it. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. Oh, you had chicken soup. Oh, chicken soup is really good too. Okay, let's put that away. You know, there's all sorts of like fun, like Barb used all the like the flower dyes in here to make these little fun flowers to put in there. We might skip that, but gosh, it'd be really fun. It's a really loud plane outside. I hope you can't hear that. Okay, I'm going to grab this. Might be a helicopter. I'm not sure. Could be a helicopter. I think I'm just going to pop this. So we've got kind of 5 choices. I can put it in the middle, upper left. You know, I'm going to go smack it in the middle because I feel like that you can actually see the pretty flowers the best, or stems, leaves, whatever. They're mostly leaves, I guess, and splatters and things, if I just go smack in the middle. So let's do it. All right, so now this is where I want to be careful to not put adhesive all over. I'm just going to strategically put it right down the center of my piece. Okay, right here. And I'm just centering that in between. And I've got this piece over here. You can put your beads either way. I'm gonna have mine hanging down, hence the whole bead conversation, and pop those right in here. And remember, I've got some happy mail that I received, some cards I wanted to share with you. And guess what? Some of them are fun fold cards. Can you believe it? I think there's 4 of them. All right, and there we have our card. Now we can add embellishments to this. Oh, you know what? This is begging for a flower. Oh, Susan. It's hard for me to make a simple card. Let's see, a flower. How about, you know what? These are super cute. What about these little cuties? I haven't used this one yet. And maybe this one, is that too much? I don't know. Can you have too many flowers? Is that possible? I don't think so. Not in my world. Maybe in some worlds. Okay. Where did the die cutting machine go, Sue? Ah, found it. Found it. I didn't put it back where it belonged. What a shocker. I put it on my open drawer. All right, take a sip, everyone. Ah, so good. All right, so we're going to put our number 1 in here. And then I've got my number 2 plate that's all not pretty. Let's grab that scrap of paper that I used to cut the, yeah, nails don't work at all, but they're pretty. And let's pop the flowers on here. And I just think we need just a few little flowers in there. What do you guys think? Okay. All right, you can send that through. Crank it through. Let's put it back where it belongs this time. Now you could do embossed panels on this. This would be pretty embossed inside here. So many options, right? So many options. All right, here we have our little flowers. Ooh, we're very staticky. Oh, come here, you. All right, let's put these away. I'm gonna just take a minute. Have you ever lost a die? Because, oh my goodness, I have. I'm gonna take a minute to put those back where they belong. And let's see how our little flowers look in here. I think a glue dot would be the perfect tool for this. And oh my gosh, they're where they belong. Who knew? All right, so yeah, it's hard not to step it up, isn't it? But you can. You know what? Like we talked about at the beginning of the video, the important thing is to get the darn things in the mail. Just get them in the mail, Sue. Get them in the mail. All right, we got that one on there. And glue dot is sticking to the nails. No, that's not gonna work. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep this on here so I can figure out where it goes. All right. And one more little glue dot here. This one I'm going to need to kind of smush into a glue dot ball because it's just a little tiny flower. Put that one right over there. Now you could put centers in these flowers. You could also just take a marker and just, I grabbed the, this is the, what is it, Sue? Evening Evergreen marker I grabbed just to make a little dot in the center of the flower. I wouldn't want anything too lumpy inside my card because that'll make it a little bit lumpy. So I just wanted a little centered dot on there. And there we have our card. And I'm not even going to use this bigger flower, but you sure could. And there we have our card. So this is the 4-square pop-up. So fun. The outside is pretty, but the inside's a wow. How fun is that? So there we go. Let's put this aside. All right, true confession. I'm probably going to add some. Probably going to add some embellishments to this. I'll do it afterwards, and I'll post this in our Sue Stampfield Facebook group afterwards. Anyone is welcome to join us over in the Sue Stampfield Facebook group, or you can follow me on my Sue Stampfield Instagram account, and this one will go on there tomorrow as well. So many choices. All right, so that's our card. Let me share with you the fun. Oh, wait, Susan, you're getting ahead of yourself. Let's share the measurements with you in one screenshot. Okay, you guys ready? All right, wait, I gotta make it pretty, which is really hard to do because it's not pretty over here right now. Not pretty. All right, how about I'll just smush the camera down there. How about that? All right, let's bring our V Buller is asking who my upline is. All right, hang on a second here. Let me grab, where is it? Banners. All right, 4-square pop-up. All right, this is the part of the dimensions. So I'm going to have you take a screenshot of this. And then I'm going to show the other dimensions, and I'll open the card, okay? Or I can actually, if you prefer, I'll open it and you can take another screenshot with it open. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now I'm going to hide that one. And I'm going to do this one. And that one shows the layer for the squares. Now this one is not listed on there. It's just another 1/4 inch smaller because I decided to add that extra layer. All right, so now we can move on to somebody asked who my upline is. My upline is a wonderful woman named Sherry Manderscheid, who I signed up with almost 26 years ago, 25 and a half years ago. And Sherry actually passed away a few weeks ago. a month ago now, actually. So sad. But she was just is a wonderful person, and I would not be the stamper I am if it wasn't for her inspiration. All right, so what did you do with the cards? Oh, found them. I put the instructions on top of the cards. All right, we worked it out. I'm so excited we worked it out. All right, this first one is from Stampfield Stars team member Patty Edelman. Yay, Patty! From down in Texas way. Patty did the Flying Finch Fun Fold card. How cute is that? She used the same paper we just used. Hello, Irresistible. And look how beautiful this card is. She used the designer paper for the whole front of the card. Has some beautiful pearls and rhinestones on there. And then some embossed panels over here. And then some beautiful die cuts on the sides, the side panels. And then birthday message for me. Thank you so much, Patty. That was so thoughtful of you. Love it. So that is Patty's card. Now this one you could even close up this way. I'm bending the die cuts. Sorry. Be careful not to bend your die cuts if you do it this way, but you could fold this one either way because there's, no sentiment on the front to worry about not seeing. So beautiful birthday card from team member Patty Edelman. Thank you so much, Patty. This next one is from one of my viewers here, Sue Turner. Hey, Sue. Sue sent me this beautiful card. It's the pop-up. It came unglued. Hang on. I'll add a little tear and tape on this. It might just need a little more glue, but she did this one also came unglued. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to do a little repair. There we go. So on this particular card, which is the pop-up, oh, Jennifer, what the heck did we call I don't remember. What do we call this card, you guys? I cannot remember. Oh, goodness. I did it in a free project sheet. I even have it here somewhere. Yeah, we did. It was the same. Remember, we did the St. Patrick's Day card. Oh my gosh, what did they call it? It was like a pop-up. Was it I don't know. It was a pop-up card, but all right, well, whatever. Anyway, super cute card from Sue Turner. Love it, Sue. Thank you so much. When you do this type of card, the pop-up, it's really almost like making a box. So a super strong adhesive is a good idea on those tabs. And I don't know, I'll have to go back on my project sheet and make sure I put that in there because maybe I didn't. And we just saw that would be really nice to have. All right, this next one is from one of my viewers, Alice Mosher. Alice is out in Connecticut. A beautiful card. Oh, Alice, it's so thoughtful of you. Thank you so much for thinking of me on my birthday. Absolutely love it. Just beautiful card. I love the purples. Look at those beautiful colors. So pretty. So pretty. And looks like she colored it with the Stampin' Blends. Now remember, we're about to have a color refresh, so it'll be announced tomorrow. A number of colors are going to be retiring, and you know what, friends? They are going to sell out fast, unbelievably fast, particularly the cardstock and the ink refills. So you would probably want to jump on that right away. We already know Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent. What else, Jennifer? Polished Pink. Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, Pale Papaya. I don't know. I'm just guessing now. We know some of the in colors from 2 years are going to go. 2 years ago are going to retire. Cottage Rose is the die cut. Oh, thank you so much. This next one is from one of my longtime customers and viewers, Dee Clawitter. Look, she did the Flying Finch too, and she used the beautiful the paper we've been having so much fun with lately. We almost used it once again today. Fancy Flora, that's it. Oh, it came to me in the end there. So super cute card from Dee. Thank you so much. Love those flying finches. Yay! All right, and one more. This one's all the way from Canada. Tracy Taylor, a viewer up in Canada, Saskatchewan, sent me this beautiful card. Look at that. It's just fun rectangles of that beautiful paper we had from Celebration. And this gorgeous ribbon here. Tracy, thank you so much for thinking of me on my special day. That was so thoughtful of you. She even put some on the envelope. Some triangles there. So how fun is that? Cindy, if you want to mail me cards, you can just shoot me an email. And my email is, what is my email, Jennifer? There it is. You can email me, Susan@SueStanfield.com, and I'd be happy to. I love Happy Mail, friends. You don't have to send me a card, though. Send somebody a card, though. Make those cards, get them out in the mail, and we're going to make the world a happier place together, right? All right, I'm going to switch to this camera. There we go. Hello. Hello, everyone. All right, awesome. I'm going to just quickly remind you that the project sheet email is going to go out at some point tomorrow. Hopefully the retired list will be in that. Hopefully any information I'm allowed to share on the Color Refresh will be in that. And exciting times. If you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you know it's a very exciting time because we're going to have that. We get to see the new catalog tomorrow. If you would like to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to help you become a hobby demonstrator and get a discount. Or if you want to teach people how to make beautiful cards so that they can share the kindness, you can do that too. Totally up to you. Anything I forgot, Jennifer? Probably. I'm going to go eat tacos now. Fresh freesia. Thank you, Carol Rosengren. Fresh freesia, soft succulent, evening evergreen. Is that right? Well, if I had a catalog, I could look, but I don't. I said found it only 3 times. So that's kind of a miracle. All right. Cheers, everyone. I am going to go eat tacos now. Thanks for hanging out with me as always, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.